I will be formally welcoming you people to the class of retail management. Fine, module 3. The section which we people are going to tell today is pricing of pricing into the retailing as well as the promotion. Fine. Okay. Now remember, we use this pricing into retail, that say to it that whatever the investment has been done, okay, to start the store, okay, and whatever the merchandise has been brought into the store, okay, to cater to the segments which you people are operating into, and also to find the best targeted customers who can give you more value in return after giving service to those people or making them to find their merchandise and satisfy their needs by the effort that any retailer puts in service in giving service to the customers. Fine. So this is something like right price. If it has been set by a retailer, remember that will be helping them to increase their revenue of a retail firm what those people have started. So see to it that what is the right price is a very questionable one. So what type of merchandise has been brought into the store, okay, has been displayed for the sales, and those merchandise, what is the cost behind the merchandise, and managing those merchandise into the store, how much the expense is going to be incurred by the retailer in holding them. Fine. So it all requires the space, the retail space, whatever space he has, because any product which is going to occupy that space, even the space also includes certain rent that he has to pay to the a landlord, I mean sorry, the a store owner. So what has to be done is like here, see to it that the right price will be always set, which will be going to result into the revenue which can be increased for any retail firm. Okay. The basic objective for pricing is ultimately see to it that the profitability raises. Okay. Ultimately, once the sales has been done, so whatever the return that you people get, that return should be in the form of profit. Fine. So there are two major factors which are going to be influencing the pricing strategy, or you can say that what is a price a questionable one. So those two factors are like the product, the profit margin of the offering means what, the product and services what you people are going to sell to the customer. So altogether it's offering whatever it may be a product or service. So the profit margin, how much has to be set, or what is the margin which has been set by the other governing bodies, that all things we are going to discuss in the next. But as if now, see to it that what profit margin has to be set for the product and services which is going to be sold to the customers. Okay, and also the cost of handling the merchandise, as I said you, for displaying something for space, each retailer will be paying some amount to the owner of that land, okay, on the basis of the square foot. So see to it that the space also has some amount that has to be paid to the owner. So even that amount also should come from the margin what you people have set for the offering. Okay, so there are certain factors which are going to influence the pricing. One is if you just recall the strategic management class of for quotas 5 force model, even that can be helping you people to understand how even the pricing can also be altered or affected by the customers, suppliers, maybe competitors, government, etc. So we go one by one, like this is a general thing that sometimes the pricing can also be set on the basis of the force what a customer puts on the retailer, okay, and the manufacturer. See to it that the price should be accepted by the customers, because even customer also makes some calculation about how much money that person is paying to a retailer for certain type of product or service, or maybe completely an offering. Okay, so whether that product has that much of value in return that a customer is going to gain for the amount what he has paid to the retailer. So somewhere even we psychologically we have to consider the opinion of the customer, that at what price that a customer will be willing to buy your product and services, because the deal happens at that moment when both the parties will be having a like mind, okay, on coming to a a judgment that what exactly the money and the value proportion is for that particular transaction which happens between the retailer and the customers. Fine. So again, we have such suppliers because the cost of producing a product also depends on the supplier, what the material that he has supplied to the manufacturer for producing the product, and what level of quality that he is going to send, and what level of price that he is going to charge for that raw materials. That will be reflecting into the selling price of the product, because the cost of product plus the margin as a profit what any retailer going to set for his or her product and services. It all depends on the what price that he has received raw materials from the suppliers. Fine. So even competitors, this is very common thing where there's a very biggest war happens into the segment or market. Fine. There are similar type of stores and the retailers who will be selling same type of products to the same type of segments or targeted customers. There will be huge maybe a huge competition which happens between them somewhere. Even this pricing can be helping you people to retain your customers, as well as you to find the new potential customers into the market who can be attached to your retail store. So see to it that even competitors also play a very dominant role in influencing the pricing of your product for your customers. Okay, somewhere customers are going to okay, somewhere the customers are going to verify the pricing which different retailers are going to offer to the customers. So all those, after once the verification is done, customer will be having a decision that from where that he has to buy a product, because same type of product is available in different stores with the different retailers. But who is that retailer who can give them more value for the money what those people are going to pay to the retailer. So somewhere even the competitors also influence the pricing. The different type of pricing are there. If you recall your skimming pricing strategy or penetration pricing strategy, okay. So those all things will be somewhere making others to either alter the price, okay, maybe high or low. Okay, then government, it's no doubt when some government agencies which will be governing the pricing of the the companies, especially this happens with the drug. Fine. Now see if the for example, like if the vaccine for the COVID is released into certain area, or say into the country, there's a possibility that because lot of money which is going to be invested into R&D by the companies, okay, pharma companies. But thing is, they wish to because a very demanded one, very necessary for everybody. There is no other alternative that people can find to get free from the corona problem. Fine. So what they do, they may charge very high price only the richest people or the people who have the capacity to afford that vaccine. They can buy on the basis of whatever the price those people are going to fix. So even the government see to it that there are other citizens who will be responsible for the growth of the country. Even the government has to take care of such people who will be below poverty or poverty. Everybody should get the vaccine. So what they do, they interfere, okay, and they put some restrictions on the pharma company that at what price that a vaccine has to be sold to the citizens of the country. So irrespective of whether they come in the rich class, a royal class, a rich class, maybe middle class people, or maybe lower class people. So somewhere the government get interfered into a pricing decision of a product. The same thing even happens with the different other products also. Right. So there are three things which we have extra, like vertical price fixing, where this type of price is going to be influenced by the manufacturer, because manufacturer will be suggesting what price that he has to sell to the customers. If you take the example of uh, that the 200 ml the cola bottles, right? You take Coca Cola, fine, the cola bottles 200. Today it is going to be it is selling for around 12 rupees or 10 rupees. It depends on the retailer's wish. But actually that was been launched with only rupees 5. Fine. But thing is, company could not had control over these the to on the retailers. So retailers were started selling for somewhere 8 rupees, 10 rupees, or 12 rupees also. So even the ad also came to increase the awareness among the customers that the cola which has come for with a bottle of 200 ml, that has to be purchased for 5 rupees. Fine. Too much of the the discussion happened over the even social media also at that moment, but still it could not control. But still somewhere all the manufacturers, they see to it that the product has to be sold for certain price, to reach their targeted customers. So somewhere holding retailers, within the basket of the manufacturers and making them to realize that what price is the best price for the customers as per the research and the decision which has been taken by the manufacturers. Okay, after doing a lot of research, they come to a conclusion that at what price that this product has been accepted by the customers. If something goes wrong by selling it for the higher price by the retailer, probably the manufacturers can lose the market for their products. So somewhere manufacturers also put some influence on the retailers to see to it that the price should be sold. I mean the product should be sold for a certain price which has been predetermined or fixed by the manufacturer. When we're talking about horizontal agreement, this is something your price is going to be fixed by a group of competitors, because some competitor can sell for very below margin sometime. So because of that, the pricing war may happen between the competitors, different competitors, and all the competitors may have difficult to gain the market once again to a price which should be sustained. So sustainability of the price becomes very difficult. So what happens here is all the group of competitors will be having an agreement between them, okay, okay, or the discussion happens between the association of those, retailers, and they fix that this is what the minimum price has to be sold. Below that minimum price, if somebody sells, they will be liable for any consequences. So then we have like predatory pricing, where this is something like considered as illegal, as it intend to drive away the competition. This can be done if somebody breaches the contract which happened in horizontal agreement, like agreement between the competitors just to gain the market and the market share. Okay, and we can say that that will be a predatory pricing, just be away from the competition, or eradicate the competitors from the market. Okay, so this is all about the factors which are going to be influencing the pricing of a retail. Now we have next, like different type of pricing strategies there, or or different type of pricing in a retail. Everyday low pricing, you people can expect this in big bazaar, fine, or a demand. If you go to demand or big bazaar, you buy anything, some amount will be in the form of reduced in the form of discounts. So every day, whenever you people go, any day, or any day of the week, you people find some concession into the price which is going to be sold. And also if you are going to compare that with the normal pop and stun stores, okay, around your local area, that will be lesser than that. So we have like advantage, like this is less reliance on price reduction to the change, where any reduction into the price if happens into the market from the competitors, that will not be affecting, because you will be having all the time low price every day. Okay, and they're going to reduce the advertisement, because due to low price, no need to advertise. People buy the products and services there only because they can save some money out of their merchandise, whatever those people have purchased. Then we have informed customer service, etc., where all the customers know better that for what price it's going to be sold there, and what type of services those people are going to receive in return for the price what those people have paid to the merchandise. Then we have high-low pricing. This is somewhat like uh, due to some competition it happens, where sometimes they increase the price, or sometimes they lower the price. For seasonal type of situations, what products or services are going to be sold at that particular season, the price will be very high. In the off season, obviously it's a common sense that people, customers will come to know the prices are going to be reduced. So this is what something like prices that are sometime above the competitors, Okay, whatever the everyday low price, people find from the demand of big bazaar. And they, how do they survive is because they use certain advertisement to, promote the frequent sales. And they use the advertisement to generate awareness among the customers, and they try to differentiate themselves. Though they are going to charge high or low, they look into the quality aspect of the merchandise. So advertise, some merchandise can be, used to target different type of segments where that type of merchandise not may not be available in everyday low pricing type of stores. Fine. And they are going to create some enthusiasm in the customers, what we call it as impulse purchase. Once they go into the, they enter into the shop, retail store, due to the advertising strategy what those people have, will be promoting those such type of customers to buy immediately, though they may not have planned for buying the such products. But due to, the, the interest what the stores are going to increase into the customers, they are going to take a decision to buy immediately. So then, or maybe like, image of a quality is created with high price, no compromise on the quality. Such type of image that can be also built into the customer's mind. Okay, probably this strategy can help if you're going to do all those things, like, high low pricing strategy. So next we have something like loss leader pricing. Especially this we find into, this can be better suitable for the fast consumer, fast moving consumer goods or products. You take any products which are going to be very moving fast at a lower price, okay, this can be very suitable to be very moving fast at a lower price as to attract the, customers or buyers. Okay, and also they are going to persuade them or increase the attention, and they make them to take a decision that they are going to buy the products also. So next we have like skimming and penetration pricing. This is very common type of strategies where skimming people can find that something that new to the world, or maybe new to the market type of products which are going to be launched, okay, and offered to the customers. If it is new to the market, probably, they say the skim the cream of the market, where before some competitors enter, okay, with the same or similar type of products, okay, and if you are very unique in selling them, probably that's the best time you can use skimming pricing strategy, where you can enter the market with the very highest price. Okay, once the competitors enter now with the same product, probably you can lower the price over the time. It all depends on how the competitor are going to enter the market. And sometimes, certain companies are there like 3M and etc., where they are, most of them are going to rely on the innovation and creativity what those people are going to show in their, products and services, which may not be easily imitated by the competitors. They can be imitated, but it takes a lot of time. Fine. So penetration, next we have penetration pricing strategy, where setting a relatively low price, where initially when you people enter the market, okay, with a very low price, you people are going to enter the market. And only reason is that, there may be many players who will be having similar type of products, and more number of customers, along with a more number of like, the competitors or players are there in the market. In that time, what happens, if you want to make your space in the market, you should have your own considerable amount of share, which can be defining the profitability and the sustainability of the business into that particular market, okay, or industry. So for that, what you people do, you people can enter the market with the very lowest price, okay. That's what we can call it as penetration pricing strategy. Ultimately, the goal of this penetration pricing strategy is to enter the market, okay, break the shell of the, competitors, where they have made not to enter the new entrants, right, and also, to increase the market share. Then we have price lining. This is something like, consciously people do this, okay, the retailers are going to do this, where it will be referring that, any merchandise which is going to be offered at some number, okay, or very specific. And also this is going to be very predetermined, very nicely planned type of, pricing strategy. Slowly it is going to increase, okay, the price for the same merchandise over the time. So price may be held, constant over the time, remember, because immediately they don't do it. Maybe for 6 months it may be 79.50 rupees. Then after, 1 year they're going to increase it to 109.50. After 2 years they're going to increase it to 149.50. The customers may not find it so burden, because they get slowly accustomed to the price change. Then we have like psychological pricing here. Okay. Any am I audible to you people now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So shall I go to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have next like psychological pricing. In that psychological pricing, we have actually I have selected very few, four of them, which are very interesting and prominent one, which you people can also use it into your exam. Psychological pricing is something like a pricing which will be helping to control the mind of the customer, or it's something like you people are going to enter into the mind of customers, and how best you people can understand what price that a customer is willing to buy your product. Okay, and at what price he is willing to even say yes to the offer what you people have done to him for certain price. Okay, so we have first one like prestige pricing. If you take example of Taj Hotels, where it will be conveying that if you are paying 10,000 rupees for 12 hours checkout, for 12 hours checkout a room into the Taj Hotel, people are ready to buy. I mean, ready to pay for the charges what has been imposed on the customer for just 12 hours checkout. For example, like we have Taj Hotels where high price to convey very unique, okay, and also very exclusive image for the product which those people are going to have. People find themselves very prestigious one, and some people also reflect themselves into a certain type of personality that they are going to be very premium class people. For such people, probably pricing very high by using this prestige pricing strategy, which will be giving them some status and also boosting them to hold their image into the society. Then we have the second one like reference pricing. This usually happens with your sports items, where consumers who are used it and who have previous experience with such type of items, and they know very well that those items are very challenging one as well as promising one to use them. So such type of people will be deciding upon what may be the probable price. If it increases also, they are ready to buy. Such type of customers will be looking for products which has been used past. Okay, and also with an experience, those people can judge any price which has going to be changing into the price which has been changed for that particular product or services, though they are going to accept it. Okay, and we have like odd even pricing, like we said even this is one among the psychological pricing, like you people can come with rupees 99, a dollar store where 90 rupees or 99 rupees, 1 rupees lesser than 100. Some people may say that it's 100 rupees, some people may say it's just a 99. So 1 rupee makes a lot of difference. Psychological people can accept such type of pricing, what we say it as odd even pricing. Then we have bundle pricing. This is something like two or more different type of products are going to be combined for certain price, and customers will find that buying single product may charge them high, buying two products may charge them less, and this is the more advantageous one for the manufacturers or the retailers to push the products, because for one price they are going to push two products. So some little discount will be offered to the customers, because of buying more number of items, and also helping customers to, sorry, helping the retailers to empty their their whatever stock those people have. This can be used at the time when stock is going to be outdated sometime. Okay, or maybe something a new product which has been launched into the market, and the acceptance level of customer is very low towards such new product. So what they can do, the fast moving any product which is very into demand, with that product this product can be added. For example, like any company who is very good into shampoos, fine, hair shampoos, those people can sell a small bottle of hair conditioner of the same company, and they can push that smallest conditioner along with the main bottle of the shampoo, where people can slowly use that small bottle of the conditioner, and one fine day that going to be somewhere demanded product exclusively they can buy, even though if they are not buying shampoo they will be buying conditioner as and when it is required. Fine. Okay, now this will be completing your pricing strategy. Then next we have like retail promotion. Fine. So here, this is something like a strategy which any company uses in reaching its target customers with certain information about its company and the product. Remember. So ultimately, the promotion strategies we use it for pushing the product in a better way to the customers. Okay, and educating the customers regarding your product and services, and along with the whatever the quality concept that any retailer is having to, with respect to his product will be shared among the targeted audience or customers. Fine. So this is something like broadly you can define it as all communications that will be helping a retailer to inform the customers and also increase the intention of buying the product and services, also reminding them. So again and again you have to remind regarding your product and services to the target market or target customers, or maybe in the other sense like to find a prospective customers in the segment, or to find prospective segments also about the marketing mix of any retail firm. Now this talks about what type of product is being offered by a retail firm, or what is the pricing of the merchandise into retail firm, how they promote the product. Fine. So A to Z, will be informed to the customers by the use of this type of communication, which we people are going to use into promoting product. The major, objective of the promotion is that one, that maximum traffic has to come, okay, to the store, where more footfall should happen into the store, and also it will be encouraging new shoppers to visit the store. The old people, I mean, sorry, and we cannot say it as a old, because the present customers can be loyal customers. They are going to visit, no doubt, but to find some new potential customers, to get them into the store and making them to be loyal to your retail store takes a lot of efforts. So somewhere this promotion can be helping to gain more traffic into your store, okay, along with the new shoppers, what we can say it as a potential customers for your retail store. Then we have like increasing the share of wallet for all shoppers, where see to it that whatever the money those people are spending for that particular time period, in that particular amount of money, maximum share has to be taken by a retailer, any one retailer. So all the retailers will be looking that whatever the money that is going to be spent, or any wish that customer is having to spend money, in that total amount, maximum share that has to be spent into a particular retail store. So all the retailers are going to fight for that. Then next we have like increasing the sale of a given product category. Obviously we do this where somehow we are going to increase the awareness about the product and making the customers to buy it. So promotion is going to help you. So there are some different promotional mix elements, or what we can say it as promotion mix, okay, which we are going to use. See, it doesn't mean that if we have around all these promotion elements or a mix with us, and all the retailers are going to use the same. No. So it all depends on the combination of these retail mix will be used by the retailers on the basis of the objective what those people have. Fine. Some people want to increase the awareness about the product, probably advertising, publicity, okay, or can be helping. Or sometimes a company wants to increase brand image. The company image, okay, the company image, if they want to increase, probably they go with the public relation, with the good articles, they go with the publicity like giving sponsor to certain events, and people will come to know that okay, these type of companies exist into the market or industry. And whenever any person wants to buy certain products, okay, what to buy is a questionable one for any customer. So what they do, they find some cue, they find for a clue that which will be generating the confidence into the customers what to buy. So what they do, once they visit a store, if they remember the event which has been sponsored by certain company, probably that image, okay, if they recall that name of that company, what they have found it into as a sponsor into that event, probably that will be generating a confidence among the customers to buy the product from that particular company. Okay, so somewhere it depends. Now we cannot say there's no hard and fast rule for any company to use all the promotion mix or tools or elements. Okay, it all depends. Now if somewhere the product is very technically difficult to use by a customer, if there is a requirement that a presentation and a demo has to be given, probably the direct marketing or the personal selling can be the best tools or a mix to use by a company, where they will be visiting the customers face to face, and they will be handling all the objection with respect to the technicality of the product or services which they want to use for. Fine. So we go like example, like the Haldirams, you may know, the food chain, Delhi based food chain. They are going to primarily rely on point of purchase. If you visit the DMart or any shopping centers, you find that so nicely those people are going to display their product, fine, in certain shelf, and what they do is they are going to have some good promotion strategies. They are going to use buy one get one free, sometime where they are going, sorry, okay, they are going to offer their products for certain amount of discount, some percentage of discount, fine. Then we are like in the retail banking industries, like they go through majorly with television advertisement and print media to generate awareness among the customers regarding the services what those people are going to give to their account holders. Then we have like next, like the promotion mix elements can be compared on the basis of what to select and how to select. There are certain basics that you people have to see to it, that on the basis of these basics you people can judge what may be the best suitable promotion element or mix for any retailer. First one is like a degree of control, that how much control that you people have over the promotion. Once the promotion campaign starts by any company, controlling it becomes sometimes difficult, because the information will be flowing in the channels where what you people have selected or any retailer has been selected. So controlling those channels, the information, okay, and the stuff of that information, whatever is there, has to be reaching the customers properly, fine, and no confusion should be there. Once the information reaches to the customers, what intention that a retailer was having to inform to the customers, in the same way the customer has to receive it and understand. So any problem happens, there should be a situation that that those people should be ready to control it. So that should come within the control. Then its flexibility talks about it. If advertising, television advertising is not working, immediately they can shift to the sales promotion. So such type of flexibility in changing the decision or altering into the having different alternatives of promotion mix. Okay, so that thing should be easily controlled and understood, and also can be changed. So credibility talks about trustworthiness, where any element you people have chosen, any tool of a promotion that you people have chosen, okay, and that should be something very promising one. You can trust that if you have an intention of reaching certain amount of customers, your targeted audience, the tool which you people have selected has to help you people to go and reach your target audience, and the intention whatever you people have to with respect to the product and services to sell them to the customers, that should come into reality. Then we have the cost associated with them. Somewhere you make a calculation that how much amount has to be spent for what type of tool. Okay, how many tools has to be selected among the mix what you people are having into your hand, and also see to it that what cost has to be incurred. We can say somewhere per customer, we go on calculating it, cost per customers for any promotion, whatever amount has been spent, how much customers are going to you are going to reach customers. So to reach each customer, how much amount that you people have to spend. So see to it that whatever amount has been spent, that has to come back to you by the tool which has been used. So these all things has been already discussed okay previously, but still we'll have some glance over it, right? So we have like retail Advertising, as you know, American Marketing Association has a definition that it is something like a very paid form. You people have to pay money for that. And also non-personal presentation of idea. If you go through any advertisement over the television, they don't specify that it is for some person. Okay, so it is in a mass they are going to broadcast it, and whosoever is related type of customers who have a wish to watch it, they are going to watch it. Fine. And as we know, non-personal presentation of an idea, and goods services by an identified sponsor. Three things has to be kept in the mind. One, it is a paid one, it's a non-personal presentation, as well as any idea, goods or services, it is offered from which type of retailer will be easily understood by a audience. So the identified sponsor, sponsor will be also popping up in the television screen, that who is going to sell such type of products. Then sales promotion is something we use this to trigger sales immediately. Now, for example, like stock is too high into that particular time period. If the time period goes for the next moment, the maybe the demand for the product may fall down. There may not be a season for such products. At the end of that season, probably they use this. Like you see, like the best example, like the glycerin soaps. Fine. Any glycerin soap you take, okay, any glycerin soap that is maximum sold into the winter season, okay, to protect the skin, fine, from the rashes. Now, what happens here is like in winter season, you may not find any sales promotion, any discount over the glycerin soaps. If once the end of the season comes, okay, maybe in the off season, you people can find, like you have a pairs like price glycerin soap. Now in this season, you people don't find any offer, except like your DMart, except a big bazaar, where they usually have the concept of everyday low price. Some amount of discount will be given in such stores, but from the company side, in the off season, you people can find like you buy two soaps, you'll get a pen, you get a soap box. Okay, so that box will be given free, some like something like complimentary to the product which people are going to buy over the quantity which has been specified by the manufacturers. So somewhere the sales promotion we use like like a direct instrumental, fine, which will be adding a value or incentive to the product which has been purchased by the customers at that moment. Okay, getting some extra pen, extra say a soap holder is like a added value to the customers after buying the product. So we have a publicity which says that entails any communication that will be helping a company or say any retailer to increase their image, favorable image into the mind of public. Okay, see to it that if somebody wants to buy or visit any store, which store has to be visited? The questionable one. So once this publicity is properly done among the public regarding the retail store, probably that will be the first choice for any customers to enter and shop for. So we have a direct marketing where this is very common type of marketing nowadays, where internet platform is used. Fine. So over that platform, a lot of business happens nowadays. Fine. So for example, like we have like we go with a cell phone marketing, a text messaging to the customers regarding the offers what the retailers are having. Okay, sending them emails, or sometimes there are certain websites which are very interactive one. If you give some input as a command to the retailer, immediately you will get a response. What can be the possible answer that you people are expecting will be received immediately. So maybe online display ads, etc. good to use. Especially this is the best one at the time of COVID situation where it was boom like anything. So we have next like personal selling. This is something face-to-face type of selling we say, where a customer is going to meet salesperson. Okay, and sorry, the salesperson is going to meet the customers directly, uh, and face-to-face interaction happens. The advantage of this is more like where any objections, any problems with respect to the product or services will be solved immediately by the salesperson. Any doubts, and customer may be having, that doubts can be easily cleared by the customer, by the salesperson. Fine. So somewhere this is very prominent, but thing is very challenging one because the skills that is required to sell the product has to be clearly possessed by the salesperson. The techniques which he is going to use in building a relationship with the customers, fine, is very important here. So because remember that some second within a second a moment a decision is taken by the customer. At any moment he can take a decision. So that moment has to be brought by the salesperson that he will be making customers to decide upon to buy a product or services. So somewhere that ultimately the end of the transaction, both the parties will be receiving certain value for having a transaction between them. Then we have a like public relation. You have a separate uh, what we separate subject for this in your next semester. Fine. And it is something like is going to have a an idea about the information that any customer is going to receive from the retailer, say, or a manufacturer company. Fine. This is something like where different type of articles are written on the company and the retail shops. Okay, and that article are going to be shared with the individuals or any say a group of customers. Fine. Now here managing the spread of information between the individual or an organization. For example, like the information which is going to be shared with the business to the business, from business to the government agencies, or maybe sometimes business with the non-profit organizations, also with the public. Fine. So somewhere like an organization will be having interaction with the public means what? The customers. Fine. The interaction between the organization and the customers. So how best the information is going to be flowing between these two people, and ultimately how best the relationship can be built between the organization and the public, and I mean maybe a customers, group of customers who are into a market. Fine. So this is what where public relation is having a greatest platform for any company or any organization building its image and also the relationship with their public and the customers. Right. So this is all about your module 3. Now exactly the module 3 has been completed.